Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over Prison of Elders and everything that's coming in the new April update for Year 2. So for all those players out there who just started Destiny when the Taken King came out and haven't really gone into Prison of Elders and didn't really play it back when it was challenging, back at lower light levels, or if you just never really experienced Prison of Elders when it first came out, this video is for you, and I'm going to be breaking down exactly what to expect from Prison of Elders in Year 2. So Prison of Elders in Year 1 was pretty fun. It lasted for a couple months, and there were tons of rewards to get when it first came out if you didn't already have any weapons or anything, and leveling up in Prison of Elders was really fun, and coming in here with two other teammates was actually pretty challenging at some times, and the bosses every week were actually really fun and enjoyable, so I will be looking forward to that in the Year 2 version of Prison of Elders, and nothing about that will be changing. Everything will be the same as far as the rounds are concerned, except this time, instead of 5 waves in the challenge mode, you'll only see 3. Now, honestly, the bosses in Prison of Elders can be challenging at times, and honestly, sometimes they are a little more challenging than raid bosses if you don't know what you're doing. Now, honestly, the tactics are usually pretty simple, as each room is usually just a circle, and usually you just stand on either the left or the right side with your teammates, and you can just hold down with a Defender Titan or a Tether. Really, it doesn't matter. But honestly, the bosses are something to be looking forward to. Now, they're not super challenging, like you won't be able to beat them, but you will have to have some teamwork every time you play Prison of Elders, and that's really what Prison of Elders is all about. It's about working with 2 other teammates in close proximity and just getting everything killed just as quickly as possible so you can move on to the next wave. Now, there also could even be little challenges in the middle of each round, as you guys can see here, where I'm actually capturing a zone in the middle of the round. So that's another part of the challenge where you'll actually have to coordinate with your teammates who's going to get flags, or if all 3 are going to stand on flags, or like what you're really going to do, because Prison of Elders is a very cooperative experience, and honestly, if you don't get the revives and your teammates aren't the best, you will have a hard time completing the prison. Now, Bungie has already stated that there will be 16 consecutive weeks of new bosses, so they already have 16 full weeks planned out, and every time you play, if you actually play the Prison of Elders each week, the challenge mode is at least, you will see a new boss up until June. 16 straight weeks of new bosses. So that is actually pretty awesome for all those people out there that like their bosses. I personally did, and each week it was honestly really fun going in and seeing how you actually had to beat this week's boss. So that's going to be pretty awesome that for 16 straight weeks, we will have a new boss and a new method that we'll have to learn just to beat the new prison. Now, with beating the Prison of Elders comes reward. There was actually a dedicated room that you had to go to, and it was pretty cool. You actually needed keys in order to open up the chest, and if you didn't have keys, you weren't really guaranteed any exotics or any real great rewards. Now, luckily enough for us, they have taken away the treasure key portion of this, so you won't need keys anymore in order to get rewards. It's just every time that you complete the challenge, you will get the rewards, and there's now also even bounties and other things that you can complete that were not even found in Year 1. So, as far as the rewards in Prison of Elders are concerned, I can't really say for sure how Year 2 is going to be, but as far as Bungie is saying, it should be a lot better than Year 1, and it should actually be worth running each week for the new weapons that will be coming out. Now, Bungie's even said in their last live stream that each time that you complete the Prison of Elders challenge mode and you complete the bounty, if you complete the first tier, you are guaranteed a weapon, and if you beat the second tier, which is a little difficult, you are guaranteed a piece of gear. Now, both of those weapons and the gear will guarantee to drop at a 335 light, so right off the bat, if you go into the Prison of Elders challenge mode and you have 3 characters that actually have the light level in order to beat those bosses, you can have up to 6 335 weapons in your first week of the Prison of Elders. Now, that's something that is a little concerning, and that might be something that could ruin the Prison of Elders and the April update experience just a little bit. But honestly, if you're going that hard to begin with and you already have 3 320 characters that are capable of beating that boss, then honestly, no matter how long the update takes, you're probably one of those players that are going to be playing this game regardless of how many updates they come out with. Honestly, I would suggest pacing yourself with this update. Don't rush out and just get all the 335 exotics right off the bat. You know, you might obviously want a couple just so you can go into the raids and just show off to your friends the 335 weapons you have, but there's really no need to go super hard and get a bunch of 335s right off the bat and get your character maxed out, because that's just going to make you bored with the game a lot faster than you need to be. So just pace yourself, you know, run Prison of Elders once a week on a character after the first couple weeks once you've got pretty set up, and honestly, it should be a really great experience for you because there will be a new boss each week and a new challenge to complete with you and 2 of your friends. Now, back in Year 1 Prison of Elders, the Prison of Elders could last anywhere from 20 minutes to about an hour and a half. Now, in the Year 2, that will change because in the challenge mode of Prison of Elders, you will be limited to 5 minutes in each room. Now, it's not that you're limited, it's just that if you don't complete it in the first 5 minutes, you will just start to lose points. That is something I did forget to mention, as in Year 2, there will be a point system, and each time that you do anything like drop an orb, get a revive, get a kill, an assist, anything like that, that will generate points towards a new bounty that you can collect. Now, unfortunately, that is only in the challenge mode of Prison of Elders, and you won't have to worry about that if you're just grinding out to get the 320 gear. But as far as the challenge mode is concerned, there will be a point system incorporated into the new challenge, and you will have to worry about getting your points and losing your points. So that is just something that they're adding to the challenge of Prison of Elders in Destiny Year 2. Now that is pretty much everything I have for you guys and what to expect for the Prison of Elders in Year 2. Now if you'd like to see a 12-hour Prison of Elders reward video, I will leave a link to that in the description. I did that back in Year 1 where I went into Prison of Elders for about 12 hours. In some of the Prison of Elders I had treasure keys and in some of them I did not. So if you want to see what 12 hours of Year 1 Prison of Elders loot looks like, I will leave a link to that video down in the description below. So go check that out if you're interested in that. Other than that guys, if you're interested and you learned something today, drop a like down below on the video. Subscribe if you're not already for future Destiny content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Goodbye.